Hey, Dr. Blues here with you. This is the guitar I bought for my grandchildren to play with. Olivia's wanting to play guitar, so I'm fixing this up for her to learn how to play guitar. And hopefully she'll be a great guitar player one of these days. So I've taken the guitar, I took all the strings off of it, I cleaned the guitar up really well, I fixed the tuning keys where the threads were stripped out. On another video I showed you how to do that. I showed you earlier about how to put on the bass strings. A lot of people don't realize how important it is to string a guitar properly, because if you don't, if you've got a lot of strings overlapping each other, it plays with you when you're tuning your guitar. I don't know if you've ever noticed it. Sometimes you've almost got it there and then you just give it a little tweak and then all of a sudden it goes real sharp, and or it goes real flat, and that's because you've probably got your strings overlapping on your tuning keys. And so you want to make sure you got your strings at the right length, so you don't get too many wraps on your tuning keys. You obviously want enough so that they don't slip and come out of tune on you that way. The lower strings are a lot easier to put on. The higher ones, some people like to tie the higher ones to keep them from slipping. I don't. So what I like to do is when I'm putting my higher strings on, and this is the high E string. So we're going to put the tuning peg in it there, make sure we've got it facing the right way, push her in tight. We're going to come up here and we're going to run it two tuning keys. I'm having trouble talking today. We're going to go, here's the E string which we're going, here's your B, here's your G. We're going to run this string past the G string. This is going to give me enough wraps on it. Then I'm going to go all the way out to the end here, and I'm going to cut it off so I can stick a little bit of it up so I've got some string to work with. So I'll go two tuning keys past when you're doing your E, B, and G string, and then a little bit past so you've got something to work with and cut off. So we're doing that. We're going to cut that back there. Make sure you've got your tuning key on the 45-degree angle this way. It makes it easier for you to tune. So it'll be from this inside of your thumb to that index when you're looking at it. Bring your string in from the outside, and we cut it a little bit long so we'd have something to work with, right? So there it is. So we got it on that 45. So we're gonna pinch her tight so we can work with it. I got that bent up a little bit, and then we're gonna start wrapping. And so I like to overlap that string a couple times. The piece is hanging up. Then bend it on up, and then I want to start my wraps going down. So I'm pulling the guitar string down towards your headstock there. Like I say, you don't want your wraps overlapping each other, because that really comes into play when you're trying to tune your guitar and keep your guitar in the tune. We're putting more wraps on this than we would on the bass strings, lower strings, because we don't want them to slip. If you don't have one of these little electric tunings, I would definitely get one. Those hand cranks are nice, but they take a little bit longer. So there we go. I've got her wrapped up. Now I'm just going to cut the excess off there. And I'll tune in on that so you can see how it was wrapped up. And so we just did that high E. There you go. See how nice and clean that is? None of the strings are overlapping each other, and the strings are all pulling down. So I did them all that way. There's your bass notes, a little bit clearer. See how they pull downwards to pull it down? All the way back down through there, you don't have any strings overlapping each other. They all are pulling down on it. And it's really that simple, and it really doesn't make a big difference in keeping your guitar in tune and tuning your guitar. So hope you find that helpful.